Why do you want to change your career path? This is an important interview question, and it's one that could make or break your interview. Hiring managers are looking for reassurance that you're switching jobs for the right reasons and that you're looking for a long-term solution. Whether you're switching organizations, your job function, or you're doing a total career revamp, you will encounter some form of this question. Here's some help on how to positively answer this question with some example answers.
Why hiring managers ask this question. Making a career change can be equally exciting and nerve-wracking. Whether you've been feeling the gravitational pull to a new career for quite some time, or you're making a pretty quick move, our advice is this: stay positive in your answer. Our other piece of advice is to fill in the gaps the hiring manager might be thinking about by sharing your story behind the why. Why are you changing careers? What specifically about this job or industry appeals to you and why? How long have you been considering the move? What have you done to fill any skills gaps and make sure that your qualifications are a fit? Those are just some of the things the hiring manager might be thinking. But instead of answering like a robot, give them your answer via a story. The hiring manager is also asking this question to understand what type of person you are. Are you changing your current career path because your reputation is ruined by your last employer? You can get out ahead of these fears, hesitations, and possible concerns by telling a story that connects the dots from what you've been doing to why you're making a career switch to a new job and or a new industry. The last thing they want is to hire the wrong person for the job or hire a person who isn't intentional about growing their career in a new role. How to answer why do you want to change your career path? How can you keep it positive while also emphasizing your transferable skills for a new role you've never had before? Don't worry, a rewarding career can be yours. We just want to make sure that the recruiters, hiring managers, and your future coworkers also see you being successful in this role. Here's our 3-step process for answering why do you want to change your career path. 1. Know what not to say when answering why do you want to change your career path. Sometimes what not to say is as important or even more important as what you should say. Here are a few things not to say, even if they're true. I hated my last boss. I hated my job and want a better work-life balance. I was fired. I was laid off. I was bored. I realize I hate my industry. I need a salary increase and I wasn't going to get it in my last gig. I was asked to work long hours and since it wasn't my dream job, I left. Notice the theme here? Steer clear of negativity at all costs. We're not telling you to lie or stretch the truth. Rather, we're encouraging you to find the bright spot in why you're making this career shift. Think of everything as an opportunity, even getting laid off from your current role. What does that opportunity look like to you in relation to your career? What to say? Instead of saying, I hated my last boss, consider diving into what you admire about the leadership at the organization you are interviewing for. Perhaps the CEO is involved in initiatives or activism that are close to your heart. 2. Give your inspiring reason for changing your career path. Now that we've ruled out the negative, let's explore how to focus on the positive. Emphasize the positive reasons that have led you to this job interview. Perhaps you're inspired by the work they're doing, by their company culture, or by the opportunity the job offers. Perhaps the skills and experience line up perfectly with your skills and experience. Don't you love when that happens? As with all of our interview question advice, we implore you to refer to the job description and recent company history when constructing your answer to these questions. Hopefully, you're already familiar with the job description since you used it to help you tailor your experience for your resume and for your cover letter during your job application. What to say? I have been thinking of moving on to a larger organization for a while so that I can bring my skills to a large-scale audience. When I saw this opportunity at organization open up, I knew I had to apply. My background in expertise from job post and expertise from job post seems to line up perfectly with the position, which is so exciting to me. 3. Tell your interviewer your career plans. Did your interviewer already ask you where you see yourself in 5 years? If the answer is no, that's great. Using this 3rd step, you can answer that infamous question too. After explaining why you're making your career transition, go a step further by telling the interviewer where you envision your career going, especially as it pertains to this particular organization. This shows the hiring manager that you have taken the time to seriously consider your future as part of the team at their organization. What to say? As a part of company's team, I can see my future as a job title open up before me. I believe I can bring my skill set to project as well as gain new experience to grow my career within company. I am so excited for this opportunity to propel my career at an organization like company. 3 different ways to answer the question, why do you want to change your career path? Now that you know the steps to crafting a great response to why do you want to change your career path, it's time to put it all together. Here are a few examples of how to respond to one of the most common interview questions. If you're switching industry, you might try something like this. I love being a project manager, and I've really honed my skills working at a fast-paced fintech company. However, during COVID, I became really passionate about healthcare. I'm looking to transfer my project management skills to a healthcare company that's using technology to make it more accessible to everyone. If you're switching job function and industry, you might try something like this. I landed my current job through my college's career center. I felt very fortunate to develop my career over the past 5 years in digital marketing, and working at an agency has allowed me to work with a variety of clients. Because of this, I'm very drawn to working in-house as an account manager where I can continue to use my relationship building skills to the benefit of one company and make a larger impact. I know my current career has prepared me well for this next step. If you're only switching your job function, you might try something like this. I've been working in consulting for 10 years as a recruiter, and I've had the opportunity to hire some of the best salespeople. Through those hires and learning more about the skills required to be successful at sales, I feel I'm ready to make a career transition to a sales role. Some of the reasons why I think making this transition from recruiting to sales right now are X, Y, and Z.